Hello, my name is James Dentley, and welcome to Inspired to Speak Success Network. Today we're here with a very special guest, Miss Tiffany Loya Fenton, and she's going to talk to you today about overcoming challenges so they don't overcome you. Tiffany, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dent. This is an amazing opportunity. Thank you.
Well, you know, you are absolutely amazing with an amazing story. We want the world to hear about you, and I don't want to hold anything back. So can you share with our audience a little bit about your story?
Sure. You know, I've had a lot of challenges in my life, as I'm sure many people have, but really a turning point for me was about 6.5 years ago. And I was 7 months pregnant, and we had a 4-year-old daughter. We had just started an adoption process for a 13-year-old, and life was great. And suddenly, without anything that we could control, our life completely turned. And our 4-year-old was diagnosed with a failing kidney, and as a parent, that was one of the most difficult things we've ever gone through. Yeah. Because you couldn't just give them Tylenol, rub their back, and say, tomorrow you're going to be better because it's the flu. But suddenly, you couldn't make them better. There was nothing that you could do. And 2 weeks later, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. And so our world just sort of, like I said, came crashing down on us like nothing else in our lives. And about 1.5 years ago, we were told that my daughter started to lose her battle, and she had massive surgery. And by the good graces of our Lord, today she's absolutely fine, and you wouldn't be able to tell anything. And my journey for cancer would last about 3.5 years. And within that 3.5 years, they actually pulled my husband into another room and said, "We're sorry, but you know, at this point, we have nothing more that we can do for her, and we don't know what the next 2 months are going to bring." And when he had the courage to tell me that, because the doctors never did, I just looked at him and said, "You're not getting rid of me that easily." You know, I signed up for till death do us part, but this wasn't when it was supposed to be. And January 18th, 2012, I was officially cancer-free.
Wow.
So it was a huge day for us that we continued to celebrate. In fact, tomorrow is 3 years cancer-free. But in 2014, you know, we thought that all of that was our big challenge together, my big challenge of life. And 2014, on January 20th, 2 days after we had celebrated the 2-year mark, I almost died.
Wow.
And nobody could really figure it out, but this one doctor, who's my angel, said, "Just trust me. Trust me. Let me do a test. Let me give you a shot, and just trust me." And lo and behold, they found out that I have an extremely rare disease, and with that comes a brain tumor. And I was told after the fact that had that doctor not have done what he did, I had a maximum of 48 hours to live. So, you know, currently I'm dealing with that and the brain tumor and everything, but you know, it's a challenge that one day will be a story that I can tell. Today's not that day, but one day it will.
Well, your energy is just so great. Your smile, your laughter is so infectious. I've had an opportunity to spend some time around you and your husband and several friends as well. And you know, it's so interesting to see how much gratitude that you seem to have in the midst of all these challenges.
Absolutely.
So can you share with everyone who's looking right now, because so many people are hurting. Right now in our world today, so many people are struggling with different diseases. They don't have any hope. They don't know what they're going to do. They may have to have the insurance, the finance, the doctors. They don't have that angel. So what can you share with those people to just give them hope, to inspire them? What do you get from that story and a life lesson?
Well, I've spoken with many of these people that you're referring to, and I know that there's so many more out there. And you know, you got to choose a path. You got to really choose a path, and you can take the easy path, and that is to give in, or you can take the second path, which is the most difficult path to choose, but you gotta think of everything that you have going for you. And really at the end of the day, for me, and I encourage to ask yourself the same question, I would ask myself, if the fight that I'm fighting, is it worth it? And if the answer is yes, then you absolutely cannot waver. You have to go down that path, and you cannot lean at all. Surround yourself with people that bring you to that place, that are your positivity, that safe bubble that they keep you in. Surround yourself with those people, and that path becomes much easier, and you can do it.
Wow, what great inspiring words. You know, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What are you grateful for?
a lot of things, but most importantly, today. Just being able to live every single day.
Yeah. Yeah, how special. Well, folks, you know, you've heard it. You've heard it, you know, and now you know you can overcome. You can overcome. Tiffany, if someone wants to reach out to you and they want to contact you, you have a phenomenal program. You're working to help make the world better, even though you're facing your own challenges. What a true story of inspiration. How can people contact you?
They can reach me by the website at the bottom of the screen, or they can use my personal email, which is tlinksa@yahoo.ca. That's tlinksa@yahoo.ca.
Tiffany Loya Fenton, it was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure.
Thank you.